All right. So yesterday we have started talking about wisdom from the four agreements, right? We already talked about one agreement that is uh, about the word. So how to use our words and how the words reasonably, talking reasonably, generating the energies through words reasonably. We talked about it elaborately. So the next second agreement is don't take anything personally. This also we have talked about little bit. So now we'll continue. So why I am saying the do not take anything personally. The reason, everything when you take personally, what happens is there are different ways to interpret this. So number one, so our education, what how it made you is our education, our domestication. So based on the preachings and teachings of our society, we learn to take everything personally. So we think we are responsible for everything. So, oh, I am responsible. That I factor, the factor called in quotations me, the word quotations, in the quotations, that is mine. All these things, became so powerful in our life. So because of that, there are so many conflicts occurring in our life. So for to for, what is how to react, to what to react in a right way, which one is important, which one is not important. So this kind of differentiation we completely lost in our thinking. So then what happening is, it's all because of you, because we developed such kind of thinking based on whatever the reason it is, whether it is the teachings, preachings, or societal needs or societal demands, whatever the reason it is, you are responding to it. And so it's all because of you. They are growing more and more in the world. So because of you in this sense, it's because of ourselves. That's what I mean. So finally, what happens is everybody is living in their own dream, in their own mind. So they are in a completely different world from the one that you live in. So because everyone is thinking that I thinking is more important. In such a huge universe, think about it, how much you are, how small you look like. But within your own world, you are the only one important. So everybody has their own movie. They produce their own movie. Even in one family, see, in one family, let us say 5 people or 6 people or 7 people are there. So everybody is thinking the factor I thinking is so important, and they are the only ultimate. Then what happens? Each person will produce their own movie, and for every movie, they are the heroes. So in one family, 5 or 6 movies are running at a time. But still, they live like a family. Why? Because everybody is insecure. They are heroes and heroines only in their own world, in their own movie. But in reality, everybody is insecure. So what you are thinking inside and what is happening outside, there is no match. The reason is, you think you are responsible for everything. You think you are the right person, and you think whatever you think, that is the right thing. And you don't give importance anything other than you. Then what happens? The selfishness, the expression of selfishness increases. then what happens? You will go into lot of assumptions about yourself. I am the ultimate. So I am this, I am that. So this is not good for anyone and also to the society, because nothing is a personal. If you think in a spiritually also, there is nothing is personal on this earth, because you come here to do something on this earth and you go. All this I, me, mine thing, all these shows, all these movies are happening because of this outer car. That is the outer, the physical body. But the physical body will fall apart after some time. Then what happened to that I? But throughout your life, you work for that I, me, mine. When do you start working for your own soul? That that came here with its own plan. So the physical body will have one consciousness and your soul will have another consciousness. So then how both will line up? Unless they line up with each other, you cannot achieve anything. Life achievements. People, they, uh, the life achievement awards, you must have seen, people getting, life achievement awards here and there. When they are growing in their profession, when they, when they achieve some of the worldly things, so they will be given life achievement awards. Is that what is life achievement? Okay, you got some of the, you grown in your career, you grown in your job or promotion, and you did something, you used all your influence, or you used all your official capacitance to do something to the society. Okay, so but is it a life achievement? Is it really a life achievement? No, it is your only a growth. It is only a growth. It is only your performance. Okay, you've grown in your career, you've grown in your job, you've grown in your business. So based on that, you performed something else. So that is only your growth and your performance, but it's not life achievement. Life achievement means what? It is life. Where is the life? It is inside of you. Your achievement, what do you achieve with your life? Atma Jnanam, knowledge. When you gain Atma Jnana, when you become an Atma Jnani, that is the life achievement. But people, they keep giving the life achievement awards for everybody. So what I'm saying is, so because the perspective of I became so big, whoever show they are the big, showing their I, they will be given all these awards, but which is not really matter. So these things we have to understand carefully. So there is one more problem because of this personally, when you take everything personally. Taking things personally makes you easy prey for those predators who try to send you emotional poison. See, when you take everything personal, what happens is, when you don't know what to be taken, what not to be taken, when you don't know, when you don't have emotional stability, when you don't know what is right, what is not right, so automatically you will become emotional fool. So because that will not teach you, will not make you anything strong. It will not make you strong. If you start accepting everything, knowingly or unknowingly, whether it is right or not right, when you become responsible for everything, then what happens? Your emotional stability won't be will be in shaking. So in such kind of, when you are in such kind of trouble, emotional trouble, what happens? There are some people, they will try to put a lot of emotional poison in you and try to use you personally. You will become an easy prey for them. That is also a problem. So they can hook you easily with one little opinion and feed you all their emotional garbage. Then what happens? When you start taking it personally, you will eat it up, you will be eaten up, and their garbage will become your garbage. And if you don't take it personally, then what happens? You become immune to their poison. Even how much poison they will try to put you in, you will be immune. That means you won't react. See, reactions are very bad. Reactions are very bad. When you're taking personally only, you react. When you start reacting, that's it. The other person will start using your emotions. Then they will try to put all their garbage in you. Then you will start to carry their garbage. So that is what, when you take it everything personally, this is another thing will happen. So when you start, when you understand this agreement, don't take anything personally. It is a very good opportunity to you to get immunized to the emotional poisons that you were given. Then it is the gift of the agreement. So one has to remember this agreement. Don't take anything personally. So this is a very good opportunity. When you start believing this and working with this, you will get immunized to the emotional poison. Then it is so important, right? Because the day to day, everybody is suffering because of this kind of tactics outside. So sometimes what happens is, when you take things personally, you will get offended very easily, isn't it? That means react. You react. So once you get offended, what happens? You will start defending yourself, because you will have, everybody will have their own list of truths. Everybody will have their belief system, isn't it? And once you get offended, you will start supporting your belief system. You will try to defend your belief system. Then automatically you create conflicts for yourself. So you make something big out of a small something little. It's just a one reaction pushes you into such a big mistake, like, creating conflicts. So because you have the need to be right and make everybody, then what happens is, once you get defended and you have to show, you have to portray, you try to portray yourself, you are the person right. In that process, you will try to make everybody wrong, whether it is needed or not needed. This kind of a conflicts. These are the conflicts that happen. So one should know what to take personally, what not to take, and what not to take. So this is very important. When this happen, when you can think this way, when you have emotional stability, and when your personality is strong. Again, personality is also, the word, we don't have many words to use in English. Persona is a Latin word. Persona means what? It is like a mask. Even a personality also a mask. We always say, oh, she's very strong and she's a very good personality. He has a very good personality. What do you mean by very good personality? What is a good personality? What is not good personality? It's all just your opinion. I have one opinion and you have one opinion on the same person. For me, the person may be like, great. For you, may not be. It's just like anybody else. That's it. Opinion, it keeps changing. But whatever we speak, whatever we think, we take it so personal. I have taken so personal I have taken that person so personally. That's why I'm saying the person is so great. But other person may not be. So this kind of things also, we always interpret wrongly when you take anything personal, because you attach yourself to that statement, because you see outside anything or anybody and you form a opinion on it, or opinion on the person. Once you, because it comes from your thought, it comes from your mouth, so automatically you are the first person attached to it. But actually the opposite person may not be the same, whatever whatever you are thinking, and it may not affect the person, it may not affect that person, your opinion, but you will stick to that and you will start believing it, and you will make a part of a belief system, whatever you are thinking. That's it goes along with you. So this kind of problems also will be there when you take everything personally. So you try hard to be right by giving them your own opinions. Like, see, the thing is, another problem also will be there. The problem is when you take whatever you're thinking, whatever the statements you're making with your mouth, you're taking it so personally, right? So then what happens? You try very hard to make other person believe your opinion about somebody else. That person doesn't care your opinion, because the opinion is your opinion is coming only from you. So it is your personal. How much hard you work, your friend will not believe that, or your friend will not take it so seriously, your opinion, because it is not generating from him, it is generating from you, but still you work so hard. So when you how hard you work, that much you start believing your own statement, whether it's right or not right. So that opinion will start become a part of your belief system, and your brain will start believing it, and that opinion will start living with you, inside of you. It goes to your soul level, and finally it manifests. That will become an energy. That energy manifests. See? So it's all your own homework. There is no second person there. So this is also, like, another drawback when you take everything personal, when you take your thought personal, when you take your opinion personal. It's me. I generated. I know what I'm talking. I know what I'm thinking. You do not need to tell me. This is very common. Probably we also must have done these things to people when we are young. So, which are all not necessary, which are all become energies and which manifest. So these things we need to avoid. When you stop thinking everything is personal, then automatically this kind of a thinking will be changed. Same way others also will do that to you. How you are doing to others also will start doing the same thing to you. So then automatically what happens? Your energy and their energy will start interacting and make another hybrid energy that starts manifesting, isn't it? So these kind of things we need to take care of. Sometimes what happens, what we do, we create the entire picture in our mind. For that, actually nothing will happen. Sometimes our insecurities, our own fears, that make movies. In reality, that will not happen. That did not happen, but your fear and insecurity that keeps going in the mind, thought after thought, thought after thought, those are called connected thoughts. In our meditation, we affirmations we give, right? If there is a connected thought, a chain of thoughts will form. You have to break that chain. There's no option for you. You have to break that chain. Otherwise, what happens is, even nothing happened, your brain make a movie based on your own fear, based on your own insecurity. So in that picture, you are the director, you only the producer, and you only the main character and side characters too. And sometimes you are the only actress or actor, both the male and female actor and actress. Those roles also our own mind will play. So, and whoever is there, whoever tells, whoever close to our heart, we always, some people will be there. So we will share our happiness or our sorrow with them, right? So even such a beautiful relation is there with us. So once we gone into our own movies, they all become secondary. They all become secondary characters. Because you see your movie is the big thing. And you start making life with your own movie. That is another problem. Look at that. So you make your own movie and you start living with it. That's become your own life. Automatically, you will start separating yourself from the rest. So such kind of problems will arise with the fears, with the insecurities. So when you are in such kind of fears and insecurities and creativity, see, the creativity is different things. Creativity, how the creativity should be there, should be the creativity should enhance your energies. Such kind of creativity you should have, but not this kind of creativity. This will make you completely out of the world, because you are taking everything personally. Your own thoughts is your personal. So these kind of things we need to be very careful, and we have to work on it. So instead of all the time, we always ready to work on others. Forget about others. First, we have to work on it. So what is how healthy we are inside? That's very important. How much we are taking care of our own soul. This is called self-love. So most of that, this self-love is a huge word. So we always think that when we buy 2 houses, when we buy 3 or 4 cars, we are loving ourselves. I'm loving my family. I'm loving my wife. I'm loving my husband. Before all these things, first we should love ourselves. Ourselves in the sense, not in terms of money, in terms of properties, in terms of materials. We should love ourselves means first we should know, we should try to understand what we are inside. Then automatically you will start loving with it. You will start loving yourself, and you start living with it. It means love. So these things are it looks very small, but it's not that easy to understand and to implement. It is a process. It is slowly. Even I was also like that. So many books and people are, telling, saying. So I was thinking that, because our system made everybody, men and women, made everyone the same way. Of course, a woman have a different set of responsibilities, and a man has a different set of responsibilities, and a woman has a different set of problems, and a man has a different set of problems. But ultimately, both of them became robots to work for others, but not for themselves. So that is our system made. We never know that what is self-love and how to love ourselves. So I was also not, I was also, I'm not able to understand what exactly it is. So, it is a process. We have to start a baby steps on it, and slowly we will start understanding. So once you love yourself, doesn't mean that you will stop loving others. You will start loving more than before. That's the result of it. When you know how to love yourself, then what happens? You will create a bed of roses, a love around you. Then automatically, you will love more everybody more than before. So that is what happens when you love yourself. So this is all happens when you take personally, when you don't take what to take personally, what not to take personally. When you take personally in this way, but not other way. So this is about this agreement today, and the trust also there. I think we are getting late. So another thing is in this agreement, trust also comes. People always look for people who trust them. Trustworthy people. Where do you get trustworthy people? Do you know anybody like that called trustworthy people? How do you find them? Where do you find them? Trust somebody. Again, it's your own feeling. So I never seen a set of a group of people called these are trust. These people are trust material people. These people are not trust material people. I never seen like that. So trust is something that it's a feeling that is coming from you. So you have to trust yourself and choose to believe or not to believe what someone says to you. That's it. So there are no separate people called trustworthy people. So if others say one thing, but you do another, you are lying to yourself if you don't listen to their actions. But if you are truthful with yourself, you will save yourself a lot of emotional pain. See? So I'm not saying you don't trust anybody, but you believe one thing, that trust is your own feeling. So I trusted you, but you deceived me. This kind of conversations people make. So we see here and there. If you trust somebody, if you deceive by that person, it's only your problem. So don't trust anyone. This is how they tell. That is not true. So first you have to be truthful with yourself. Then first, once you are truthful yourself, you will save yourself. Saving. That means vruddha avadu. You should not become waste for yourself. You should be useful for your own sake. You should be useful for yourself. That means you should be saved yourself. How you will be saved yourself? Only when you don't have any emotional pain. When you don't have emotional pain, what happens? You will be so happy. Your energies are expanded. So that means you are saving your energies. That means you are saving yourself. So then you will automatically build a trust on yourself. So all you needed is expanded energies. Your soul energies is very important. If your soul is becoming weak, you cannot achieve anything. So if that is the case, you may have a question. So that means we should, don't we get any pain? Yeah, you will get pain. Why not? You will have all sorts of things in life. Sometimes you feel fear. Sometimes you feel insecurity. Sometimes you feel somebody will come and say something to you. Of course, you will feel. You will get offended. All those feelings will be there. Feel it, but don't get attached to it. If you attach to the negative aspects, those are all called negative aspects, right? Because they bother you. If you attach to the negative aspects of life, what happens? You will lose hope on you, on yourself. You will lose trust on yourself because you lose all your energies. Because all energies have gone in that negative causatives or negative aspects of life. Then you will become disappointed. Disappointment is another thing that breaks your life. See, all these things, why is this happening? Because you take everything personal. You will attach. When you take personal everything, then automatically will attach. You will make a bond with that. You will make a bond with the pain. So that is how you should be. So if someone is not treating you with love and respect, then what happens? That's it. You will break it. You will be broke. In fact, if someone is not treating you with love and respect, think that it's a gift of God. If they walk away from you, it's good. The pain has gone. If that person doesn't walk away, you will surely endure many years of suffering with him or her. See, when you attach to that pain, you don't let that pain go away from your life. Then what happens to your soul? Because you're personally attached, personally made a bond with that pain, whoever it is, he or she. Then you lose energies and you lose yourself. You cannot save yourself. Then why do you talk about trust and all that stuff? When you are strong, then only you talk all those things. So walking away may hurt for a while, but your heart will be eventually healed. Nature always heals you. Then you can choose what you really wanted, right? So this all happens like, rejuvenation. Rejuvenation in life is very, very important. Yeah, we experience pain or sorrow here and there, but you should not attach to that. So when the pain comes, immediately you'll become like a soldier. See how the soldiers, the military at the borders, what they do. A small sound comes or a small doubt, they get it, immediately they become alert. So like that, you should become a soldier. Okay, some pain is about to come. Okay, be alert and get ready. Get ready to gain knowledge out of it, because the pain will give a lot of knowledge. Happiness, not much. You'll be happy. Happily you will laugh and you come and you watch TV and you listen music and you jump and you dance and you go around. Not much to learn from that, but from pain you learn a lot. So for that you should get ready, but do not take anything personally. No attachment. So that is what this agreement saying. Don't take anything personal. If you take personal, you lose trust on yourself, hope on yourself, whatnot. All positive characters, all positive qualities you will lose. So that is what they are saying it. So and moreover, you should never and ever become responsible for actions of others. Sometimes the people, they become so softened, very easily they bend upon because they emotionally attached to that person. Though the person is so dominating on you, because you are taking it personally, you already put that into the practice, and you made a bond with that people. Then what happens is you start becoming responsible for their actions. For this, who is responsible? Only you are responsible. Nobody in the society. No one asked you to live like that. Nobody said, nobody come in you and knock your door and said, this is how you should live. You just made yourself like that. Therefore, when you truly understand this, and you know when to refuse, and when you learn refuse to take the things personally, then you can hardly be hurt by anyone or by the careless comments and actions of others. Some people, they just talk. They don't care about your feelings. They just talk whatever they wanted. They don't care about your feelings. So you can't even control. You don't even, you know, expect they talk like that. So because they know, I mean, they already got a lot of confidence on themselves. Oh, I can talk anything I want, because that is how they grew up, such a way that they don't care anything. They don't care anybody's feelings. But when you learn bending for all those things, taking everything personal, then what happens is they become winners again. So these kind of problems will be there. So how do you start avoiding these things? When you start loving yourself. Only self-love will protect you. Only when you connect within yourself, you connect inside. Inside means to your soul, that helps you. Nobody else. Only your Atma will help you. When you don't awaken your Atma, your soul, that's it. You will become a prey to the predators. So you can choose to follow your heart always. When your soul awaken, your Anahata Chakra also is a beautifully works for you. Anahata Chakra, that is there at the near the heart. It's a junction for spiritual world and also the physical world. When the junction is perfect, what happens? You know that, the four ways or three ways, four roads junction or three ways junction, right? So when the signals, the red, white, yellow, if the signal is good, the traffic moves very neatly. That such kind of a signaling system, that Anahata Chakra, your heart. So when everything is working very good, when you start working on it, and when you working on self-love, you can choose to follow your heart always and live with inner peace and happiness. So that's about the second agreement. Today we talked about it. That is, do not take it personally. Okay. So in the next session, we will talk about a third agreement, wisdom from the third agreement, that is, don't make assumptions. Okay. We will stop here. Thank you very much, everybody. We will, next week we will repeat. Thank you, everyone. If anyone has any question about it, you can ask any question. Otherwise, we can wrap it up.